Once upon a time, deep beneath the sea, in a sparkling underwater kingdom, lived a young mermaid princess. She was the youngest of 6 sisters and the most curious. She loved to hear stories about the world above the sea. When she turned 15, she was finally allowed to swim up to the surface. There she saw a grand ship sailing across the waves. On the ship was a handsome prince. The mermaid watched him with wonder. That night, a terrible storm struck. The ship sank, and the prince was thrown into the sea. The little mermaid swam to his rescue and carried him to the shore. She laid him gently on the sand, and then hid as a young girl from a nearby village found him. The prince never knew who had saved his life. From that day on, the mermaid longed to be with him. She wanted legs so she could walk on land, so she went to the sea witch for help. "I can give you legs," said the witch, "but it will cost you your voice. You will never sing or speak again. And if the prince marries someone else, your heart will break and you will turn into sea foam." The little mermaid agreed. She drank the potion and felt terrible pain. But when she opened her eyes, she had human legs. On land, the prince found her and was kind to her. She became his companion. Though she could not speak, but he did not know that she was the one who had saved him. In time, the prince married another princess, believing she was his true rescuer. The little mermaid's heart ached, for she loved him deeply. On the night of his wedding, she walked to the sea, ready to become foam. But her sisters appeared, bringing her a magic knife from the sea witch. "If you end the prince's life, you will live again as a mermaid," they said. The little mermaid looked at the sleeping prince, but her love was too pure. She could not harm him. Instead, she threw the knife into the sea and leapt into the waves. But instead of turning into foam, she felt herself rising. She had become a daughter of the air, a spirit of goodness, who would one day earn a soul through her kindness. And so the little mermaid lived on, not as a princess of the sea, but as a spirit of love and sacrifice. Now you know the story of the poor little mermaid at the end. She sacrificed herself for him. The story teaches us that true love is selfless, and sometimes sacrifice is the greatest form of love.